October 23rd. Finally. This is one of the biggest problems that we've had this entire time has been finding a digger. There's been a lot of construction stuff going on, so it was hard to find a digger. A couple diggers flaked on us, a couple others were booked up, so we finally have the trench. You can see the stubbed out areas right over here. So we'll connect those, water sewer. And then, yeah, there's always been difficult things when you're building construction, I've heard. And that was our biggest problem this year, was getting the digger. Everything else seemed pretty good, pretty on price. We budgeted for 15 to 20% over, and I think a major thing that we did also was to stack or put as much as we could into the containers when we were shipping stuff up, because most of our materials came from Seattle. So making sure that container was filled was huge, so we didn't pay as much shipping costs. It's just a flat rate for it, so we might as well put everything in. We had our siding. We added this carport. Has a little addition, cost about $9,000. But it'll be nice. We'll have dry places to park. We'll be able to get both of our vehicles in here, which is nice. One of the great things our builder did with making sure that we had our shipping containers stuffed with stuff when they were coming up from Seattle, which makes it a lot cheaper, is that finding enough dry space for staging things that have to stay dry. We got our drywall right here. Went by with the 4x12s, which is a pain to unload. But so now we got doors, and we got to kind of shuffle some of this stuff around, because the doors have to go here for now, but then we have to move them in order to put the insulation up, and then put the sheetrock over that. So that's been kind of a hassle, more so for Rob and Skyler than Abby and I. Our jobs during this whole process have been just kind of the medial jobs, the cleaning up afterwards, which has been great because we can clean up, and that way our subcontractors, especially during the summer, we're able to just focus on getting the jobs done and not have to worry about cleaning up and adding an extra half hour or so to their time. So Abby and I did that. We did the insulation on the other side, and then of course offloading as much as we could when time permitted out of the containers. So here we got kitchen. It's going to go over here. Got the outlets for that there. Living room here. Got some extra sheetrock. Heat pump is going to be our source of heat. It's going to go right there. TV is going to go at an angle right there, stubbed into the wall. And then it's got one of those adjustable things so you can bring it out here. Entryway, bathroom, wall here. We're looking at a separate heat source just in case the power goes out, and so eventually that will go here. The propane is right on the other side there. And then had to build this chase, well, Rob did, for their plumbing. Upstairs right above is the master bathroom, so the piping is what's behind there, but it's going to look fine. I think we're going to eventually put a little bookshelf or some shelving there to make that flush. And then once we get the second heat source there, those things are fairly expensive, so that's going to be a later addition, so hopefully we can make it until then. So that's the bottom floor. My wife is upstairs. She is vacuuming out. I did the sweeping. She's doing the vacuuming. And there you go.